Hi there, Alice Wheaton again. I want to talk to you a bit today about goal setting. And as you know, all the videos that we've been producing have a chapter in the Sales Learning Academy to accompany that. So today we want to talk about making goals work easier for you. And the first thing to do is to be specific. When I was in North Dakota, I heard someone say, this year, by the end of this year, I want 35,000 acres under management. And so when they're specific, they're measurable. And so the next step to that is how many farmers do you need to talk to, do you think, before you can get 35,000 acres? So how many presentations? The number of calls, the number of visits. But be really clear on what goes into making your 35,000 acres or 100,000 acres or 1,000,000 acres, whatever it is. What has to happen? And so it's well and good to say I want to do 100,000 acres the first year, but if you've been an LBP or a PAC and you have your own farm to manage and you have another job, then doing 100,000 acres probably is not reasonable. So it really means that you will be discouraged if they're not attainable. So make them achievable. And then of course, it needs to be relevant. And so if you have found that going out and making presentations in a coffee shop or at lunch generally means that if you find out that actually that's the worst time to sell, then that sales activity is not relevant to you. So when it's relevant, it means that everything can contribute to your 35,000. Might it be sending thank you cards? Might it be sending 2 tickets to a movie theater for someone who gave you a couple of referrals? Might it be tracking the ABC clients and determining that for the A client prospects and clients you're going to do this, for the B's you're going to do that, and the C's this. It has to be relevant in that you might say, okay, I'm going to ask 80% of my clients for a referral. And you might say, why only 80%? Well, because you might feel that you need to do some extra work in order to increase the credibility, respect, trust, and rapport. And so asking too soon is not a good idea. And then of course, it's the timing. By the end of the year, 35,000 acres. Oh, but by the end of 5 years, do you want 100,000 acres? By the end of 5 years, do you want to have 3 other PACs associated with you? This is so important because as you check your goals at the beginning of every quarter, you can come to understand how close you are to achieving them. And then if you're not close, if you're off track, then what happens is that you can go back and review your goals based on these issues. There's another element to achieving your goals that a lot of people don't talk about. I do because it's important, and that is your energy. It's really important to manage energy. You can't make more time, but you can be good governors and stewards of your own energy. And that means taking time for yourself in a way that nurtures you so that the next morning when you wake up, you actually have more time to give. And I know when it's harvest time or when it's seeding time or when it's spraying time, I know that's really difficult because you have multiple priorities. But if there's some way that you can go for a walk or do what it takes to manage your energy, because if you don't, then it's going to be difficult to manage the other aspects of goal setting. Thank you for being with me, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.